Do you ever look at your pet and wonder, what is going on inside your head?
Time is meaningless to an immortal such as myself. This prison of fur cannot hold me forever.
Greetings, travelers, and welcome to another Daedric quest. And if you're a longtime Skyrim abuser such as myself, the simple mention of a dog might be enough for you to know exactly which quest we're going to be covering today. A Daedra's Best Friend, where we follow the story of Barbas's journey to be reunited with his owner. And his owner is none other than Clavicus Vile, prince of trickery and bargains, master of insidious wishes, and child god of the Morning Star. And after playing this quest for the first time in several years, I completely forgot that a Daedra's Best Friend may be a bit simple in gameplay, but where it really shines is what I believe to be two of the most interesting voice acting roles this game has to offer. So let's get this carriage moving already.
Why didn't you just go home? That's your home! Are you too good for your home?
Once you hit level 10 on your adventures, the next time you visit Falkreath, you might either hear a guard or Laud the blacksmith mention something about a missing dog.
Did you see a hound on the road? Fine, strong creature that's been wandering near town.
When I told Laud that the gate guard had mentioned a stray dog, he tells me that he asked the gate guards to look for it, but if they move, who's gonna stand here and occasionally berate me about my fucking sweet roll that got stolen? Anyway, Laud needs help looking for this dog because he wants a fierce and loyal companion to keep him company. And in a bleak, quiet town like Falkreath, where all the sights to see are the expansive graveyards and the buildings that are themed around the death that seems to shroud this lonely hold, let's go find a puppy. One thing that did lighten the mood was the fact that I haven't been to Falkreath in a while, and I guess the reimagined cities mods I have been fighting with each other, and the closer I got to the gate, the more f***ed up everything looked. Hey, it's not Skyrim if it hasn't been ravaged by mods, baby. That's what we like to see. Go Mets! So I don't get very far past the gate leading out of Falkreath before I'm stopped by the dog in question. Boy, that sure looks like a fierce and loyal companion to me. What's he gonna do? Sit on the couch like a human? Either way, he starts speaking to me, and it's the most joy a Skyrim voice has given me in years.
You are exactly what I was looking for.
This, my friends, is the wonderful and talented voice of Stephen Russell, who not only voiced Barbas, but Clavicus Vile, Bellathor, Dirtbag Mercer Frey, Touch Too Much Ericer, many other secondary side roles, and this specific Boethia cultist from my Boethia's Calling video.
Among Us!
I just wanted to give this man a little bit of recognition because he's basically the backbone of the spirit in all kinds of Skyrim quests, and his voices are just almost SpongeBob levels of nostalgia for me. And I feel like his voice acting expertise really shined through on this quest. He got to play around with some goofy voices and even spoke what I believe is the only self-aware line of dialogue in all of Skyrim.
Yeah, Skyrim is now host to giant flying lizards and two-legged cat men. And you're surprised by me?
So anyways, the dog introduces himself as Barbas and decides to cut to the chase, telling me he has a problem he needs me to help him sort out.
My master and I had a bit of a falling out. We got into an argument and it got rather heated.
Once I decided to agree and help him, he was quick to drop some hints that we weren't just talking about some neglectful dog owner here.
Now, since he banished me, Vile's been rather weak. He can't manifest very far from one of his shrines. I know there's a cult that worships him at Hamar's Shame. We should be able to talk to him there.
So I agree to follow Barbas and help him.
If this works out, I'll make sure you're rewarded. And just don't trust any offer he makes you, okay?
On the way to Hamar's Shamar, we start by passing through Falkreath out the back gate. And I'm pretty sure because of a combat mod I have, Barbas starts dusting me even though he's barely walking while I'm here fighting for my life against my own stamina bar. And I still don't really know what's wrong with my Skyrim because all the mods are just waging war in my load order. But I'm always seeing confusing shit like this vampire that's slightly late to a meeting.
I have to go to work.
After they get spooked and disappear, never to be seen again, my attention is drawn to where Barbas has ended up. He's somewhere in here, in this fucking blender of meat and swords. But thanks to this valiant hero whose head I almost took off in my blind rage, Talsgar the Wandering Bard stepped in to help me put an end to the actual piece of shit bandits that were sitting around until they just said, you know what, Jeb? I'm gonna go stab that dog. Then as we're getting ready to hit the road again, the business vampire reappears even more late for his meeting. And after narrowly avoiding death that would set me back about 20 minutes of I realized I've already been to Hamar's Shame and I can just fast travel there. So let's do that. This is about the time that I realized I haven't used the arquebus in a very long time. And it's been a couple videos since I did a little dungeon clearing montage. So I got my sawed off out. Now watch this. So we made it to the shrine. Barbas is covered in the blood of his enemies, and I'm not gonna be able to sleep at night after seeing all the people I just turned into pink mist. Now all that's left to do is stand uncomfortably close to the shrine of Clavicus Vile, so much so that I'm basically standing on top of the imperial woman they sacrificed, and take in the most ridiculous voice in all of Skyrim.
By all means, let's hear it. It's the least I could do since you already helped me grant one final wish for my last worshippers. So, what's your heart's desire? What kind of deal can we strike?
First, right, I want to be able to walk around Essex without a bloke carrying a machete telling me to give him me suit that makes me look like the floor of a Las Vegas casino. Ah, just kidding, Brits. I love you guys. You keep me entertained. I look forward to the fat American comments. Beans on toast. All right, we're getting off topic. So immediately Clavicus Vile starts trying to strike a bargain with me, and I have a couple options. I can say I'm just here to reunite him with his dog, bring an end to a possibly years-long civil war that has been plaguing the land of Skyrim, or I can ask for the power to crush all before me. I picked that one because I like feeling big and strong, but that's when Clavicus Vile humbled me.
You are a dragonborn. You already have more power than most people who aren't immense fire-breathing monsters.
He also says that as much as he hates to admit it, I'm almost as powerful as he is in his current state, where half of his power still resides within Barbas. And that thought kind of upset him, so now he's ready to strike the ultimate deal of manipulation.
There's an axe. An incredibly powerful axe. An axe powerful enough for me.
Just fucking say it already!
If you bring it to me, I'll grant you my boon. No strings attached, no messy surprises.
No strings attached, no messy surprises, no sign up, no credit card, no bullshit. 60-year-old women in your area want to... Sorry. Clavicus Vile was just talking about something that reminded me of something else. So the job is simple. Clavicus Vile wants me to go to Rime Rock Barrow with Barbas in order to collect the all-powerful axe that he speaks of. And if Barbas leads me there and we successfully collect it, Barbas will earn his spot back at Clavicus's side. After our conversation with Clavicus, we can then turn to Barbas, who will tell us a little bit of history behind this axe, and this one's pretty short but sweet. There was once a wizard named... Oh my god, that one's hard. Wizards of Waverly Place. There was a wizard named Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez, please answer my DMs. There was once a wizard named Sebastian Lort who had a daughter who worshipped Hercine. And it sounds like she did a bit too much worshipping, because one day Sebastian's daughter had transformed into a horrifying werewolf. And this sent Sebastian over the edge. Not being able to handle the sight of his daughter in such a beastly form, he came to Clavicus Vile pleading to strike a deal that would end his daughter's curse. Clavicus's response, he gave him the rueful axe. There's only one way out of this one, folks. So now we know where it came from and where it currently is. Let's head out to Rime Rock Barrow and close this deal. The journey there was pretty chill. We had a minor hiccup with the cultists of Mirak trying to bait me into the Dragonborn DLC, but it's not gonna happen yet. Once we found the entrance and went inside, it wasn't as much of another dungeon crawl as I was expecting, because, not gonna lie, that gets kinda old. But I just realized while writing this script that there is a fire atronach guarding the entrance, and the wizard who one-tapped my ass a couple times is Sebastian Lort. And with no werewolf in sight, Sounds like he had the nuts to finish the job. And honestly, hats off to this unsung hero. He may have just been another moving meat pile for us to kill on another Daedric mission, but lore-wise, this dude went through some tough shit, and he still went out in a literal fiery blaze of glory. Barbas started having some sort of anxiety attack on the little railing, I took the rueful axe off the table, and that's our final objective. Let's head back to Clavicus to seal the deal.
Ah, you've got the axe. And my dog. Splendid.
Now again, I asked for power earlier. This is a powerful axe. Powerful enough to kill a werewolf at least. And Clavicus just starts getting cheesy, talking about, I suppose I can let you keep it.
But only if you use the axe to kill Barbas. Simple as that.
You are exactly what I was looking for.
When the world turns its back on you, you turn your back on the world.
Can I borrow $5?
Mr. Vile, I refuse your offer.
You're no fun at all.
After all that, I turn around and Barbas is nowhere in sight. He's finally reunited with Clavicus, and it seems like Vile's happy to see him again, for one reason or another.
There's a whole world just waiting for me.
And I don't know how I've never noticed this in all the years I've played Skyrim, but after the portal opens up in front of the shrine, Barbas becomes a part of the statue next to Clavicus. That's a really fucking cool detail in my opinion. But there's still one thing left. My wish.
Power, was it? You can be part of a tremendous power. All you have to do is let your soul be absorbed by this axe. I've never said it would be your power. Oh, fine. Have my boon and be done with it. Got more interesting deals to make anyway.
I'm just gonna say, as a Daedric Prince who just reclaimed the second half of his power, you kind of bitched out on that one, didn't you? Either way, we got our gift that all of this was about. The Mask of Clavicus Vile, spelled in the way of the beans on toast people. Anyways guys, that's it for this one. Another Daedric quest down and another 2 artifacts on the wall. Give me a
What the dog doing?
in the comments if you made it this far. And if you want to see more content like this, please consider hitting like, subscribe, and maybe even share it with a friend so I can quit my job and play dress up full time. And finally, thank you so much to all the people who continue to support me while I take even longer to make videos in between busting my ass in the kitchen every day. Watch the skies, tell someone you love them, and I hope to speak with all of you again very soon.